All right, we are up and running. Awesome. See if we can't get some notice sent out. For anyone hopping in, we'll start soon. Just gotta spam some links, spam some socials someday. What's going on? San Solo? Thought no, live is back on. Plans canceled. Extra live. Ross Bryan, what's going on? Yeah, I'm good. We're good. There was supposed to be a little bit of travel this weekend. Didn't happen, but it's okay. We're here. It just postponed. Just a little postponed. No big deal. Nothing to worry about. See if we can let everyone in the Discord now. I should really set an actual time for this stuff and schedule the actual live beforehand. But yeah. Not how it's been going. But it's okay. I think a decent amount of people hop in here. We can have a chat. We can play some games. All that fun stuff. See if we can't share this. There's going to be I'm getting pretty good at actually posting all of the links, all of the socials for the videos when they come out. I kind of just like have it down to a T at this point. But all right, so let's see. Although I could have been more prepared. You can always be more prepared. We're still running the Flareon deck. I know people are probably sick of it at this point, but we're just gonna run it into the ground right now. Hopefully we don't run into too many decks that hard counter us. Here we go. All right. Billy, aren't you supposed to be on vacation right now? Poke Search, what's going on? Chris Portillo, yeah. Chloe's on the payroll. The payroll is non-existent. Just payment in friendship. We got some 4s, some 5s. Serge, I don't know if you can win with the 5s in here. The mod spam ability is a little bit too strong. Chad, how you doing? I can't say I've ever been to Ohio, but it sounds lovely. My manager is on my case. My manager was supposed to be on vacation and shouldn't be paying attention to any of this. I did not get the code for the Charizard, but it seems like every social media post right now in existence is about the Charizard. I'm sure there's more to come. Hopefully I don't get bamboozled once again. I did with the special delivery Bidoof. You're not supposed to be driving and watching chat. Hopefully Rubik's is driving. And you're chatting. Alright, let's see if we can't post on Instagram and then we'll get started. I haven't been to the beach in quite a long time. Believe it or not. I heard you might have to touch grass on the way there, so I didn't want to do that. Oh my god, I forgot to change the thumbnail as well, which is pretty cool. Definitely a professional here. Guys, don't worry. We'll get it all under control. I think I can change that later. We got a post. My paste is not pasting. All right. Let's hit the play button while I just finish this off. Hopefully our opponent plays the game extremely slow and we have time to multitask. Anthony, I sure hope so. There was some rough games the last time around, and not a whole lot we could do about it with the deck that we're running. If we run into Miltanks, if we run into water things, we're probably in trouble. If we run into single prize decks, also probably in trouble. Kraken Bite, what's going on? Surge with the Whimsicots. There we go. Slap one of those on there. We have no basic Pokemon, but it's okay. Our opponent's going to play slow, and they're going to let us do our social media posts at the same time. We're doing all right. All right, we got the Adventurous Discovery right off the bat with the Flareon. That's a pretty good sign. Pretty good time. Alright, we're playing against what looks like one of those Charizard decks where they're going to discard all the Leons and do extra damage to us. Very interesting. So we could single strike and turn. Oh, I should have fired energy. I thought we went second. I just messed up already, guys. Not a good start. This is the deck is a little bit concerning as well because it's very, very possible that they start doing enough damage to knock our stuff out and take a whole lot more prizes than we are. Should have put the fire energy on that bad boy, but all right, we're fully paying attention now. And then we got some chat to chat with. Does anyone have any cool stories? What did you do this week? Did you get any cool Pokemon cards? It's possible, okay? You can mess up. Anyone can mess up at any point in time. It's not that hard. All you have to do is not completely pay attention and misplay things. The important part is that, that you realize that you messed up. That's half the battle. Alright, let's get the Arceus V-Star. We don't really want to evolve our Flareon yet anyway, so we are going to set up our bench. We're going to toss on a Fire Energy, I guess. Why not? We'll save the Treasure Energy for the Arceus if we need to. We're going to do 40 dams to this little Charmander. That is one beefy Charmander, 120 HP. Fraction of a Sapporo can, yeah. I'll start sending people Sapporos. If only they would sponsor me. More. I'm definitely in Canada, and yeah, that's how I'm playing it. But I've seen a lot of people that use a VPN and are able to play it. It's not really necessarily better than PTCGO, in my opinion. I have my account transferred over, so there's not really any turning back unless I just make a new account or make new decks on a different account, on an alternate account on PTCGO. But I'm sure there's got to be some beer company that would, right? Although it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for like a smaller, like a microbrewery or something, if they don't sell on a global level. Is the advertising really worth it? Maybe. Get one where you live. I'll just make homebrew. I'll call it like rattle brew. And we got an extra Arceus that we don't need. All right, we're going to V-Star. We're gonna Star Birth here, and with the Star Birth, we are gonna get 2 of these bad boys. Why not? We're going to Adventurer's Discovery. We don't need to do the extra damage unless, I don't know why they're running Baby Charizard and Big Charizard. Don't ask me. I feel like that's not a real thing. I feel like we're probably playing against someone that's not necessarily very good. But I can say that, and then all of a sudden I lose and embarrass myself in front of all of you guys. Very possible to do so. Alright, so let's start powering up our Arceus, and then that can power up the Flareon if need be. We got a max detonate so that we can knock out all these Charmeleons with too much HP. 420 damage, blaze it. Fucking soda at the beach. I don't know if that'll keep you hydrated. Yeah, I mean the crafting is it's all right, but I don't think it's any less. I don't think it's any better than PTCGO was in terms of like costing less. Maybe there's like exceptions with some of the really high tier decks that sure you would have to trade a bunch of packs in order to get some of those cards when they're the new hot thing, but in general, not necessarily. We get the V-Star Charizard. Okay, alright. We are going to do a Mega Damage Plus now. I feel like this is the point where maybe we should have Boss's Orders in the deck. Enjoy the beach, Billy. Alright, rules are off, guys. Billy's gone. We can do whatever we want now. We can make questionable decisions. And she can't scold us for it. If we can win this first game, I feel like that's probably the way to go. Party over here? Yeah, absolutely. We got the happy hour tonight. I'm gonna hop off after this. We're gonna play some PTCGL for a couple hours. Then I'm going to hop off, get something to eat, and then after that, it's happy hour time. So we'll be in there chatting. If anyone would like to join, you are more than welcome. I feel like this is... Oh my goodness. That was terrifying. I thought maybe we weren't going to knock out the Charizard. I don't think it really matters. We have their other two set up here on the bench. There's no way. There's no way we're losing this game. Dancing and music going? Yeah, we could have a dance stream. I feel like Just Dance would just... Every song on there would be immediately copyright flagged. We had to summon copyright-free music version of Just Dance. At the end of the stream, again, we'll take a look at whatever prizes we win. It's probably not that exciting. I also, while we were on the topic of PTCGL, really dislike the fact that you don't get a full pack of cards when you open the pack of cards. It's like a half pack. See you later, Charizard. Weird Charizard deck that probably didn't make any sense. But it's okay. We'll take the free win. That way we don't have to go a full 2 hours of not winning any games. We showed them that the Flareon VMAX is the real fire Pokemon. Drinking some water out of my semi-translucent with the green screen water bottle. Get hydrated. Oh yeah, the sunglasses are still glitched. I haven't even tried to change them back. I don't know what's going on with that. Pretty sure they're still in there as what should be real glasses, and they're just turning into sunglasses. So they haven't fixed that glitch. I don't know. That's not as game breaking as some of the other ones where I couldn't select cards that I needed to play. All right, we're playing against the Zacian Aegislash. Does the Aegislash VMAX have some kind of crazy can't attack it crap, or am I losing my mind? We had a double turbo that we probably should have played. Well, we don't really have a way to evolve, so maybe not. Hopefully we get the Flareon VMAX on the draw here, or some way to get it. What temperature is it where you live? I can check. It was pretty humid today. It is currently 27 degrees Celsius, but the humidity is like 69%. He used a similar Zard. He had a similar Zard deck that had the VSTAR and the Leon single prize Zards. I can see. No, I don't go outside. Screw that. Unless it's to go to the PO box or something of the sort. All right, we're in trouble here. This is not good. We don't. Unfortunately, I wish the second attack had the requirement was only 1 fire and 2 colorless, because there's a lot of times where we can't use it. Hopefully now our Flareon doesn't get knocked out, because he does 230. We have 210 HP. Our Flareon is in danger right now. This is a deck that we probably shouldn't lose to, but very possible that we do, just because our hand sucks so badly. Plus 30 for any prizes taken. Okay. I'm assuming that even the VMAX is allergic to fire. Yeah, the camping gear would have been nice there, or the Adventurer's Discovery. Anything would be nice right now. I mean, we're gonna be okay as long as he doesn't get that third energy. JK, there's the third energy. but it's on to the Aegislash. Okay, alright, we're alive. We're gonna be okay. What is this hand? What is going on here? Alright, so we're gonna do 240. We're gonna knock out the Zacian. This is terrifying. This is a scary game. Oh no, he has coding energy on. We're gonna lose still. I didn't notice the coding energy. Double coding energy. He's got double. Oh no. He's got 10 cards in his hand. We're gonna lose to Zacian. This is sad, guys. This is like Palkia losing to us. It should never happen, but it can definitely happen. One time out of 10 or something. Arch, you can download it. It's just on like Pokemon Trading Card Game Live on their like official page, but you have to either be in Canada currently to play it, or you have to use a VPN. Basically, we needed another Heat Energy there. Would have saved us. This is how you lose to a Zacian deck. James will be here waiting for you. Get that refreshed. Yeah, you'd have to use a VPN and pretend that you're in Canada, essentially. You also, on the download page, there's like, even when you go to update the game, it brings you to the US equivalent. You have to change it to, instead of US, put CA in the URL, and it'll bring you to the page that you can actually download from. So this is another thing. It's just like PTCGL doesn't have like an internal way to update the game. You have to go like reinstall the game when they have an update for it, which is and the migration of the account, no issues. The only thing is, I think it's, you want to have 125 of any booster pack, like sealed booster pack in your inventory. It doesn't matter which ones, they can be dirt cheap, because that'll give you as much dust as possible when you transfer it over. Dust being like the whatever the crafting materials are called. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's not too bad. So like, there's some codes that you can get for like 10 cents a piece or something like that. Just get some of those. Should pretty much give you enough crafting materials to make a deck off the start. See, there's like a weird glitch there too, where like it wants to let me put my Arceus down, but then when they're doing something, it like takes my ability away to do so. Yeah, even if you go on eBay and you just sort by like cheapest 100 codes or whatever, you can get them. You can get them real cheap. There's not going to be anything good in those packs, but the packs will turn into crafting materials, which is much more valuable than going second with Arceus. It'd be nice if we had the double turbo. If we draw one here, JK, we don't. Look at the Regice. Okay, alright. But it's alright because we can attach a single. Do we get, I think we get a Flareon. No, we can use the Arceus VMAX to get what we need. We want to put both Flareons down. I think this is the play, guys. This is the play. I guess we could have Capture Energy too to get one of these down. Doesn't matter. We'll be okay. Either way. Let's put our Treasure Energy on, because why not? And we'll end turn. Now, next turn, we're going to have the 3 energy that we need, because we're going to evolve into the V-Star. We're going to Starbirth to get our 2 Flareons. And we'll be loading ourselves up and potentially knocking whatever Pokemon is in the active out. What in the world are we playing against? Regice, Suicune, Inteleon. I haven't been watching or paying attention to if there's any weird gimmick decks. So some of these could be either just weird things that people are coming up with, or they could be something that's this cheeky deaky. Dex and box codes. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of that stuff doesn't really matter in PTCGL as much because you can spend your coins that you seemingly have infinite of. At least on most items from what I've seen. Alright, we are going to turn into our Arceus. We're going to get a double turbo and we're going to get Starburst. We're going to get a double turbo and we're going to get an Adventurer's Discovery that'll get us both Flareons, which is pretty sick nasty. We're going to knock out this Regice. We're in good shape. Even though we're playing against a water deck that is going to smack our Flareons harder than they should, we're going to get our two fluffy boys out of here and whatever. We'll get another one out just because we want as many Pokemon out of our deck as possible, because when our Flareons are hitting like an Inteleon or something, we want the most energies and less everything else in there as possible. Alright, we're good. So now, not only are we knocking out the Regice, but we are also powering up our Flareons. There's also like weird things to get used to, like this here. Like you would think these would be highlighted because it's telling you what to do, but they don't. And you also have to drag them instead of clicking a lot of the time. Finally being smart. Yes, we're awake now. We're paying attention. Yeah, you can trade for the cheap codes in game too on PTCGL. That makes sense. And then, like, if you're migrating your account, it does. If you have an Arceus or something like that, it doesn't really matter because you could just craft another one. The economy of the trade system? You mean in the new? There's no trade system in the new game, which is kind of. I don't really. I like the fact that you could trade, especially if you were getting people into the game itself. It was fun to. Fun to like be able to give them stuff. Alright, we're gonna Trin Nova. We're gonna knock out the Suicune. I don't know why he keeps attacking. And or we just want the 2 energy. We're gonna keep attacking with the Arceus V-Star because why not? If it's gonna get the KO. If he puts the Inteleon out, we'll bring in the Flareon that we need to do enough damage to one-hit KO. Only 13 likes? Are you one of them, Louis? PSA Pikachu's in here. If you guys haven't already and you're planning on pre-ordering Lost Origin, you should probably do it at psapikachu.com. He's got a very cool, I don't know what you want to call it, little bonus additions that he's adding to the booster box pre-orders. Some very vintage cards that you can add to your collection potentially. Not guaranteed, but still very cool. Also, make sure you use code RATTLE10. 10% off. Alright, we are going to I guess we'll just Adventurer's Discovery, because why not? We'll get this Arceus V-Star out of the deck. Not that we necessarily need to do more damage, because we're hitting a Regice for 130 HP and we're going to do 500 damage to it. So there's no coming back for them at this point, I don't think, unless they have like a Miltank in there. The Blizzard Bind even doesn't really, we're not really concerned about that because we could swap out to another Flareon or to the Arceus V-Star and still be able to hit. Yeah, if you played before, I mean, it's a lot of like, it's usually just a lot of like getting used to what's meta and what other people are trying to do, depending on how how intense and how many. The rattle hats were like a one-time order. I might bring them back, or maybe some other iteration of them. But they were pre-order only just because they were fitted, and I didn't want to end up with a bunch of like really awkward sizes that would sit around here forever that I couldn't wear myself. Initially, it wasn't even supposed to be available for sale. I just made a couple hats for myself, and then enough people were pestering me that they also wanted one. I shouldn't say pestering; they were requesting to be able to buy one, and so that's how those happened. There are definitely signed Jenny prints left, so if you're a channel member and you haven't received one, send me your shipping info on either Discord DM or Instagram DM. I'm still very behind on those, but I'll catch up on them eventually, and I'll try and make sure to check them soon after if you mention that you're doing it. There will be something soon. I got prototypes coming in. I guess there's two different things. Two similar but different things coming. This should be this week coming up at some point. No spoilers, but something coming soon. Very excited, and hopefully it turns out so that I can get that rolled out sooner rather than later. Gotta make sure it's good. It's not fractions, unfortunately. It has nothing to do with crypto. Water deck, yeah, the water deck did not get up and running before we did. Energy drink would be pretty sick, or beer. Special rattle beer. Rattle root beer. No, it is not. It's not Rattle Coin. It's not NFTs. It's not a grading company. None of the stuff that I dislike. We got the camping gear, guys. The camping gear. For the Adventures and Discovery, we got 2 of them now. The time we get the camping gear and we don't really need it. Mystery, yeah, mystery is rattle mystery boxes that can contain fractional shares of NFTs and crypto that are also lending themselves to funding a grading company. Yeah. Detective service. A rattle koozie. It'd be pretty fitting. I like those. I don't know what they're called. They're not quite like the beer koozie, but those. It's kind of like a koozie, but it's got like a lid that like screws down on top of the can. That can be like different lengths. the Sharpie. I'm becoming quite good at removing Sharpie from my face, and I'll let you guys in on a little secret. If you use dish soap and like paper towel and just rub pretty hard, it comes off pretty good. No, it doesn't like instantly come off, but if it can, I don't know if it was Dawn or if the scent necessarily matters, but if it can clean off oily ducks, then it can probably clean off Sharpie from your face. Hairspray, yeah, hairspray would probably work. Brewmate or something like that. But harder and harder to change. Yeah, I feel like that, and also it'd be very, I mean, it'd be good if you were outside sitting at the desk with a mini fridge next to you is probably not the ideal use case, where it's gonna, you know, your beer is probably cold by the time you get to the end of it anyway. Good enough for ducks. If it's good enough for ducks, it's good enough for mustaches. Need a rattle rocket dab ring. It's not a dab ring. Yeah, Yeti for your can. It really does work. Yeah, I totally believe it. Be good if you were at the beach like Billy and Rubik's. They could probably use one right now. Oh my goodness. We are that was like a 20-minute turn. Alright, we need a couple Flareons. We need the Arceus VSTAR. Alright, and we even got our second Adventurer's Discovery is going to come in handy. This is as good as it gets, right? We're playing against Palkia, who is going to absolutely spank our Flareons. But we gotta believe. We gotta believe. And then we can evolve them next turn, which is cool. We're gonna take out this Mew real quick. If we can not get bossed out and lose our Flareons, we're gonna spread the energies around here because we don't want to get this bossed out and then all of a sudden we're struggling to attach 3 energies to something. Sir Dirty Kiss, what's going on? Need a crap draw for them? Yeah, we need them to not have a boss and to make some mistakes, probably. The Arita, it's wild how expensive this card is. Also, they're extremely hard to pull. I think I've only pulled like 2 or 3 of these in the like insane amount that I've opened. That and who's the other guy? The other Hollow Trainer in Astro. Also extremely hard to pull. Not as valuable as the Arita, but favorite type of beer? I usually like to switch it up. Yeah, it's Adamant. Definitely Adamant. Hollow Adamant. I think there was only 2 or 3 of those that I pulled as well. Yes. I have played the recent Pokemon games. The Diamond and Pearl remake was awesome. Legends Arceus, nah, I didn't like it at all. To me, it's not the type of game. Like, I don't want to catch 25 or 100 Bidoofs. To me, it's not a Pokemon game, but I can see how people like it. Alright, let's get the Adventurer's Discovery going. We need definitely this. We'll take Flareon VMAXs out for fun. We got a Camping Gear that we don't want to use. We're gonna knock out this Starmie. See you later, Misty. Have like 50 of those, 3 Arita. Yeah, they're quite expensive too. I don't know. I think there was a non-hollow version that was in something, but they were like $5 or $6 last I checked. Besides yourself, who's your favorite Poketuber? I'm trying to think of who I would have watched the most. I mean, clearly, like, I definitely liked watching the Max Mofo videos. Those seem to be not happening anymore. But I think in terms of like entertainment value, probably Max. Pokesurge, you can't pick yourself. Number 2, Pokesurge. And number 3 can be Billion and Rubik's. Even though they're not here, they can watch this later. They'll have to like sift through the footage to find that I mentioned them. Alright, we are in all kinds of trouble here. But it's okay. We got our Adventures Discovery to take these 2 Pokemon out of the deck so that we don't top deck them here. And we're going to knock out the Palkia just to get hit by another Palkia. Expectations have to be pretty low when you're playing against the Palkia deck. Unfortunately, V-Stars only give us 2 prizes, so we don't win. Yeah, Legends. Ah, man, I really wanted to like it, and we played it the first night that it came out, but just not. Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Sorry, I take back my list. I guess this thing too is it depends. Like, there's such a wide variety of content that. I guess you'd have to have like separate categories for each individual thing. 1 prize less, Palkia. Yeah, we had a chance. I mean, their first turn, they had everything in existence on the board, so it's hard to come back from that. Mew is bad for that. If they like pop off at the beginning and they have their whole board set up, like you're basically the odds of you beating them. Not great, but also when we're getting hit for double damage, never a good time. Leo, what's going on? Seeing some new names, a few new names in here. That's pretty cool. For anyone that doesn't know about it, at 6 p.m. Eastern, we have the Discord chat, the happy hour, as you will. We're in there. How do you get the decks on this game? So you can build them. There's also like, if you have codes for like theme decks and stuff like that, they'll it'll add all those cards and the decks themselves to the game itself. But basically you can look up decks online, and then both by playing and by adding code cards from the actual physical packs, you can craft or open or any combination of that. Alright, double turbo. Alright. I guess I should have Capture Energy there, and then I would have had at least a chance at evolving my Flareon. But we don't want to get Marnied either and lose our double turbo. So it might have been a good call. We'll have to see. If we get Marnied, this was genius. It was a genius accident. Yeah, so this is also like the current, I guess, new version of what the Pokemon trading card game online would be, and it's only available in Canada currently, unless you play it on a VPN. It's not an upgrade. I wouldn't call it an upgrade. They got a lot of stuff to work on. And it's been in beta for a very long time. I'm kind of hoping that's because they're going to like totally revamp it. It's still the Pokemon trading card game, so it's fun. It just kind of looks bad. Like the holo foil, it's not that hard to make a card game look good, I wouldn't think. Make it look realistic. I also don't like when it doesn't look like you're actually playing the game. Like there's no reason these need to be shrunk down on desktop. Or like to have the prize cards. There's lots of empty space that could be used here. Alright, Capture Energy. Cool. We're bricking a little bit here, so hopefully we can come back. We basically need to draw like an Adventures Discovery or something. Although we can attack with our Flareon now, at least. We can still attack with our our Arceus V, but we don't necessarily want to rather than powering up our Flareon. Next turn, I guess we can. Or an Arceus V-Star would be pretty sick right now. Then we can get out of this brick of a hand. From Kentucky. See, yeah, if you wanted to play it, you'd have to play it with a VPN, but you can play PTCGL and you're able to. Oh, we got spam bots. Spam bots. The mods are sleeping, guys. We're gonna have to mod Pokesearch. I don't know if this is a good idea. Billy's gonna come back. Extra spam. Yeah, we might have to turn it on to... I'm surprised I didn't have the Naked HD spam bots until now. It's kind of surprising. It's okay, we have time to moderate while this guy plays 75 cards. Yeah, you can play PTCGO and then your cards will migrate over whenever it's available, or if they make it available in the US. Pretty much the same thing. You don't have the weird claymation avatars on the left side, but if that's what you're going for. All right, this is not good, guys. This is absolutely not good. We're gonna power edge. Watch now, our Arceus V is gonna get knocked out, and then we're gonna pull the Arceus V-Star. I should have maybe put... If I put the Flareon in the active, he's gonna get knocked out. This is just all around bad. Pokesearch can now fight with Billy on an even playing field. If there's anyone that can look after Naked HD bots, it's probably Pokesearch. Born to fight Naked HD spammers. Alright, so this guy is showing us how to not get the cards that do nothing. BRB bathroom. Alright, there better not be naked bots that show up while you're gone. I don't know if they like come in on like separate accounts or whatever too. Interesting. Oh no. We are in trouble, guys. If we don't pull like an adventurer's discovery here, it might be GG. We got another Flareon, which is not great. We can start powering it up. If we win this game, I don't even know what to tell you. It's too bad that we don't have that guy in the active, because we could knock him out with that, but all right, whatever, we're going for it. Now's your cue. Now's your chance, naked bot. Get in here. Spam. Yeah, they know. It's one shot, one opportunity. I don't know if they come back on separate naked accounts or not. It would be interesting to find out, I guess. Alright, we're about to get slammed here. Underworld doored into oblivion. Yeah, I don't know. They're really committed to the naked HD. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Then live wouldn't log in. That's weird. Did you try it on mobile? Same issue? Oh no! We finally got the Flareon VMAX, but we don't have the juice to juice them up. We can make them chunkier, huh? We can make them a 360 chunk boy. Is he gonna get knocked out? No, they've done very little, and it seems like there's a couple new things that are broken in the game, unfortunately. The sunglasses glitch is still real, which, I mean, that's not the end of the world, but I think it was a couple weeks ago I had where I had search cards that would search out cards, but then I couldn't select certain cards, so... And there was one point, they fixed it, but there was one point where the timer would run super fast, and you just didn't have turn to like play certain cards. It was wild. Auto generates? Oh no. So the best thing we can do is not ban it, and then it won't spread. That sounds like something the creator of Naked HD would say. Training court. Mewtwo V Union is messed up. Yeah, I believe it. Wasn't it? There was one game where I played against it where it was doing some weird things. I mean, it's hard to like expect them to code something that's weird like that into the game, where it's so different. You'd have to have an actual table set up so that you can see the 4 pieces, but I guess when you're trying to make it mobile friendly more than look good. On here, I think I just built the one deck. I had a Jolteon deck as well that I was alternating with, but back when on the PTCGL days, my plan is to build the Zoroark deck when the next set comes out. Lost Origin. So hopefully I can also build the physical deck if I open enough of the cards I need. It's gonna have the Gengars in it. It's gonna have the Zoroarks. It's gonna be pretty sweet. If the Gengars are cheap enough, I'll probably just put those in the deck, like the fancy character rare version. In the physical deck. I mean, on live, probably, definitely gonna have them, just because I have infinite dust at this point. But that's kind of the way. Even with Magic Arena, I end up with a ton of like crafting materials, because usually I build a deck and then I just spam it, and then I'll make changes to it. But chase card for Lost Origin. I don't know. The Giratina is really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I really like the Zoroark. In terms of like the Hisuian Pokemon, it's probably my favorite. The regional Pokemon. Have I built a non-V deck? Not recently. I can't even remember the last time when I would have. In terms of like non-V decks, there's a few pretty good ones right now. The Reggie deck is probably also very inexpensive to build. 250 to 300 raw right now for the Japanese. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea to net deck. If you're trying to absolutely win or climb, and if you don't necessarily know what you're doing. And then if you want to make minor changes, or if you look at other versions of the same deck, then you can kind of play around with that. Or if the meta changes to an extent, like if you start running into Blissey Miltanks, you might have to put something in your deck to deal with the Miltanks. Hopefully this isn't a Miltank deck. It's just a Blissey deck. Capture Energy, we're about to find out. Alright, just Blisseys. Only Blisseys, guys. Pretty good starting hand. Yeah, we got the double turbo. We're going second. We can start powering up our Flareons, and then we can, next turn, we can start slapping and crapping. Alright. Absolutely best case scenario. As long as we don't mess up. As long as, I mean, we could get, as long as we don't get marnied right now. But even then, I think we're in a spot that we're kind of up and rolling so much that it wouldn't really matter that much. We do really want that Arceus V-Star for next turn. I usually spread my fire energies on the two Flareons, just because if this one gets pulled in, it's probably not at threat of getting knocked out next turn by a Blissey. But just in case, spread them out. It's easy to attach one to this. Not so easy if he gets knocked out and you have to attach 3. Oh yeah. No, there's no official release date for live, and it's been quite a while, and it's in beta, and yeah, there's been no mention of when people get it elsewhere. They seem to be slow to update things. Hard to say. Maybe they're revamping the whole thing. That would probably be my guess, but who knows? They haven't really said anything about it. ZCA says, are there rattle hats coming in the future? Yes, probably someday. Might not be until there's a different version, maybe the next generation or something. It'd be kind of cool to switch it up a little bit. But there is something coming soon. We talked about this a little bit earlier. I can't say what it is, but I should find out next week if it's all a go. Something cool. Not hats, but something cool. And no, not crypto, and not NFTs, and not a grading company. Alright, so we don't need to Starbirth yet, so we're just not going to. Just in case we get Marnied, we can Starbirth after next turn. We're going to Trinova. Do 180 to the Blissey here. We might as well, even though we're not going to knock it out, we might as well pump up our 2 Flareons here. Rattle Marketplace. No, it is not a marketplace. No fractions. It will be entire things. Entire physical things. Jenny's massage parlors. That'd be pretty cool. Rattle hot sauce would also be kind of cool. The only thing with like food and beverage is whether or not like to send it globally to places, if it gets intercepted, or if in the winter time if it freezes, or if it gets too hot and ruins it. Or hot sauce is probably rattle sleeves. That would be neat. Go to your game store, just a picture of my face close up. The only sleeves that you're allowed to mark. You can put mustaches on each individual one. Or, oh man, like the what is it, Willy Willy? That'd be pretty funny. It's just a picture of my face, and you get like the magnet to drag all the iron pieces. Alright, so we're gonna retreat this bad boy with the double turbo. We're gonna put our Flareon in there. So here, I can never get used to that. You have to drag and not click. All right, it's Blissey. We're gonna. What we should have done there, in order to knock this Blissey out, was use our Starbirth and take some Pokemon out of our deck. But we didn't. Vital sleeves, yeah. A brand new TCG where all cards are. It's not a new TCG either. It's like a list of all the sketchy things that have been going on recently. Yeah, we got a Jacob VMAX. All right, let's do this the right way now. We're gonna Starbirth. We are gonna Starbirth, and we're gonna get 2 of these Adventurers Discoveries. So not only are we getting 2 cards out that are not good for our attacks, we're also getting 3 Pokemon and then another Pokemon the next turn. So that's the way to go. That's what we should have done. We were a little bit careless, and we could have knocked out this Blissey last turn. 690 damage, very sexy. It's the Rattle / Pokéju box break. Probably not. Yeah, it'll be the Cool Trainer Ryan, Rattle, and Pokéju box break with special guest Leon Hart. Are we getting warm in what's coming? No, and I can't tell you. That's as far as we're getting. There's 2 things, if they show up, which they should show up this week at some point, hopefully. And if they're good, then all is a go, and there'll be something cool for people. Old time OTP. What's going on? The battles. Yeah, some of them have been good. Some of them have been a little bit rough, but overall, going good. We're going to be extra cautious here. We want the Flareon out of our deck, and we are going to swing with this fluffy boy. 500 damage, easy peasy. We're running out of cards, which is kind of an issue, but it's okay. We only need 1 more knockout. Usually the matches don't go long enough. We don't want to attach the Treasure Energy. Our hand is gigantic. Bumper stickers. Bumper stickers that say honk if you're a J-boy. Roxanne would be terrible right now. Yeah. We don't. It doesn't really matter. We don't need to play any more cards at this point in time. But yeah, to shuffle all those back in, we'd probably be doing less damage if we were playing against something that we needed to hit for a lot of damage. I guess that would suck. That would potentially suck. Did you see Pokéju's IG vid of him singing and saying his voice doesn't match how he looks? I have not, but now I have a terrible image in my head. George says, yo, hope everyone is well. Good luck with the games, Rattle. Thank you. We're good. We didn't get skunked today, so any day that I don't get skunked is a good day in terms of Pokemon trading card game. Live or online. House chores. Thanks for stopping in. Old time. Appreciate it. Get those chores done. All right, we don't have the double turbo energy this turn. Oh no. Oh no, guys. So anyone that was wondering about single prize decks, this is probably the most popular one at the moment. Bumper stickers. Do you second the bumper stickers as long as they say honk if you're a J-boy? Oh, he does have... I feel like pit vipers have to be bigger than that, though. I wonder if they were supposed to be clear. So it looks like he has the sunglasses glitch as well. They might be squash goggles. Is that what they're called? I mean, it's still the Pokemon trading card game, Full Metal Energy, but there's been a few game-breaking bugs that have popped in and out that suck really bad. But I think the biggest thing is just that it doesn't, in my opinion, and in many others, it doesn't necessarily look like an improvement. Like if you look at the holo foil on a lot of this stuff, it's pretty bad. Now, it would be really cool, really awesome if we had a double turbo energy, but we don't. Let's put a Flareon V on our bench. I guess we could have Lucky Energy there too, would have been good. Doesn't really matter. We're going to be alright. Let's get one of those. We prized both our Arceus V-Stars. Okay. Interesting. Thankfully, it should be pretty easy to knock these guys out. That puts a little bit of a wrench in our plans. We can at least power up with the Arceus V. It's pretty hard to if you play 2 copies of something to prize them both, but it happens. Mewtwo coin, yeah. There's some. It's cool that you can switch up your coins and sleeves and deck boxes, but it's weird that like they don't really show a lot of it. It's weird that also they haven't integrated the fact that you can get like play mats. You would think that they'd want to. Oh no, the nakeds. The nakeds are back. All right, so let's power up our Flareons. Let's put a Lucky Energy on our Arceus. He is at least going to get to power up a Flareon here. This is the thing too. Like we don't necessarily need to even VMAX, other than the fact that we want the extra HP. Like we don't need that in order to do the damage. It sucks here that our Arceus is going to go down without doing any damage because we don't have the V-Star. We would have been able to. Alright. Let's, I don't think there's any way we're winning this, but very possible that, unless they disconnect or something. Yeah, I just have to, well, I can't even really necessarily, I guess I can go back and get the Arceus V-Star now at this point. Or play another Arceus V on the bench. The majority of the reason that I don't play these Pokemon is because I don't want them to get bossed out and they don't have any energy attached to them, or I give them an option to like get a different KO. So now, even though they knocked out my Arceus, they still have to knock out both the Flareons in order to get the 4 prizes here. All right, let's chunk up with some Heat Energies. I don't think we necessarily want to thin our deck at all. I mean, we're hitting small Pokemon, so it doesn't really matter. We don't need that extra damage. Of course, we still do 400 when we're not trying to do 400. If we needed 400, that would be questionable. Spam bots. Yeah, we might have to change it to subscriber only chatting. Just, I don't know if they bypass that. Does anyone know? Force the bot to sub to you. Oh, all right. Does that count as botting subs if I force a bot to sub to me in order to spam in the chat? I think you can set timers or something too, so at least they'll have to like sit in the chat for a certain amount of time. It kind of sucks for anyone that's like brand new and just wants to talk right away, but you know, sometimes if that's what you got to do to keep the spam bots at bay. What's sub count? All of a sudden we're hitting crazy numbers. Interesting. Sounds like, yeah, pretty much Twitter bots. What? All the beaches are closed or at capacity. Holy crap. That's wild. So you're driving around. You're just in time. Naked bot was spamming us. Also, Surge may or may not be a mod now. We might have to unmod him just so you can time him out again. $20K sub watch party soon. Yeah. How many bots are in here? The bots were coming and I didn't know if I could keep up to them. Turns out if you're looking at the chat anyway, it's not that hard to time out the bots. No, yeah, well, it's not. The beaches are not my fault, Billy. There's nothing I can do about that. You should have called ahead. You should have called the ocean. You should have called the lake. You should have called the beach. Not my fault. Alright, we're taking damage. We get a Mewtwo V-Star. What in the... Is that a real thing? Does anyone know? Can anyone let me know? Alright, we're just pumped all the heat energies onto ourselves. Alright, see you later, Mewtwo. This is going to make it a little bit easier to win, actually, because we're going to take 2 prizes for that Mewtwo. They might have lost the game by playing the Mewtwo. There, the bots. Just pretend you're on the beach with naked HD. It's a nude beach. Pogo. The old Pogo deck. Like there's no way that's good, right? Are we gonna live this? Rubits is as mad at you. We're in the Friday video. He's mad about that. I was very heated on Friday. At level 10, rattle anger to the extreme. Well, we're gonna come right down to the wire here, and we're still gonna lose. I don't think there's any way. There's no way to beef ourselves up here. 120. I think I play another Pokemon here. I think I play another Pokemon just in case we can like rotate out and do some cheeky stuff. But let's see how it goes here. If he can't knock out our Flareon, then we might be okay. We only need one more prize. Oh, he's as mad as me. I was like, why is he mad at me? Yeah, I was very mad. And I had to hold back in the call so he wouldn't hang up on me. Surely he knows that I was upset. I don't think there's anyone that wouldn't be super mad. A beach in Northern Ireland? I mean, there's got to be beaches there, right? All right, we win. We're the best. 500 damage to the Lunatown. The only reason they lost that game was the fact that they played a Mewtwo. There's no way I should ever beat that deck. But we'll take it. We'll take the win. Forcefully. Yeah. Very hard crack. All right. We're Snubblicious. The Pit Vipers weren't helping, no. I don't... Sun... Oh no, are we playing against him again? Is this the same Pit Viper enthusiast? Anthony, I thank you for having faith in me, but I'm quite certain that the Mewtwo being played, it was the only reason that I won. No, I don't know what the Discord comments were. I mean, when he started typing into like the general chat, because I didn't respond to his DM right away, I know he probably got a couple clown emojis and stuff, but in terms of prior to that, I don't remember at any point anyone like really bashing him or anything. We got a Camping Gear. Alright. So, with the Camping Gear, we are going to get our Arceus VSTAR. We can get the Arceus VSTAR or we can get the Adventurous Discovery. I don't think it really matters. There we go. Sometimes Camping Gear pays off, guys. Nobody's... I mean, like, and even then, like... Your feelings are going to be hurt because somebody on some Discord at some point said something that you disagree with. Like there's 1,000 people in there, over 1,000 people in there. If you think that all 1,000 people are going to like you, probably not. Jimmy Blake, hey, we are doing pretty good in here. Chad, I agree, sticks and stones, pretty much. And even then, I don't think there were very many sticks or stones involved. All right, we got a Flareon VMAX. In the active, we are playing against the same Pit Viper enthusiast. Interesting. We can double turbo onto the Flareon, which is probably a pretty good idea. But we still need to go next turn in order to get it. Inspect board. Right, we need an Arceus VSTAR and the 2 Flareons. There we go. I mean, if he's not running boss too, I don't remember getting bossed in the last game. But if he's not running boss, we can also like overload our bench, which would be pretty cool. We're gonna save our Star Breath for next turn because I don't think he has any way of shutting it off either. We're just gonna end turn. We're gonna put a double turbo on here. The minus 20 damage doesn't matter for the Flareon because we're hitting little wimpy dimpies. Other than the Mewtwo, which if we can't get 3 energies on the flop, then so many shinies in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Are they pretty hard to come by? I don't know how in relation to actual shiny hunting, if it's, I guess when you can see them out in the open, it makes it a little easier to spot them, rather than, especially if you're not particularly looking for them, or if you're catching 100 of something, then eventually maybe you're gonna run into one. Thicker skin, yeah, and also like just the fact that like it's weird to be a CEO and you're in the comment section of someone's YouTube channel barking at people. Send him a bumper sticker, yeah. Honk if you're a J-Boy bumper sticker. There was no booze news. I figured you guys probably didn't need to look at me for more than an hour and a half. But no, I spent a lot of time on that, so didn't necessarily have time to booze the news. I'm not exactly the best at editing, so the booze news does take me a little while. Getting better at it, but it does take me a little while to actually put together. Alright, so we can double turbo. We maybe even should have maybe got a second double turbo, but we can manually power up our second Flareon here. Not a big deal. I'm not even going to bother adventurers discovering until we get to the Mewtwo level, because chances are we're going to just knock everything out anyway in one shot. This might be a chance for us to get more use out of our Arceus V-STAR, so we can double turbo him. And we can knock some stuff out too. The booze news will be back next week. Don't worry. We'll have like a double feature. There'll be twice as much ridiculous crap to cover. Yeah, beta CEO. That's why it says founder on the website, not CEO. It seems that the Charizard codes are being sent out to some people. There was something to do with, I think they also sent out codes that didn't work, or it was like the same code that they were sending to multiple people, and they weren't working for that reason, but apparently they sent out replacement codes or something. Leonhardt with the no, now instead of the open mouth thumbnails, he's gonna record on the floor with a blanket over his shoulders. All right, do we or do we not pump up our Flareon here? Oh no, we're taking damage. We're taking damage, guys. All right, I think once again, no, we're gonna Adventurer's Discovery, because why not, right? Really don't like the fact that we're taking damage from attaching energies, and we don't have any stadium cards to counter that stadium card. We're going to do 480 damage to a poor little Radiant Greninja. Flareon V. Uh-oh, uh-oh. The Carabooner, yeah. Love chat. Oh yeah. Not, yeah, we got a different one. I mean, it must be run by the same people, right? Yeah, we can attach energy with Arceus. I mean, it'd be nice to have another double turbo to do that. 420 damage on our Flareon. Not cool. This sucks. So now that like we don't have a good way to knock out the Mewtwo, Because we don't have a double turbo. Do we... This is not good. Not good, guys. Not good. Had we attached an energy to the Arceus V-Star, we would have been in better shape. Because we'd then be able to use our attack instead of flopping and popping. We might lose to the Mewtwo deck that we just beat. So that's the thing too. There's not that many people, I guess, playing probably. So you end up, sometimes you play against the same person. Which I think I'd rather play against different people. But don't click on any links that are sketchy, okay? I warned you in advance. Also, don't click on any of the giveaway bots that are spamming the comment section. Those are not real. The Telegram bots. I had a few people DM me. They're like, oh yeah, I got a message. Is this you? Did I actually win? I was like, no, you didn't win. Clearly that's not me. All right. So, I don't want to retreat, but I don't. It sucks that we're not going to knock that out. It'd be nice if one of these guys were in the active, but they're not. So there's not a whole lot we can do about that. We got that. We got no Pokemon that we can search out, but we do have. I don't think there's any way that we're going to win this game. 200 damage. Done. Yes, we don't want to take any more energy out of our deck than we have to. So our Arceus is going to go down. That kind of sucks. We got a Lunatone here that's ready to bang. We're not looking forward to that. New bot, yeah, they're changing it up. Like we wouldn't catch on to it. You would think that like instead of like spamming multiple times, you would think that they would just like post it once and hope to get away with it. By spamming it like 5 times, like I think it's just more likely that mods or the person that's streaming is actually just going to notice. There's a lot of that stuff that gets caught by like the auto filter or auto hold for review stuff. Same with like in the comments section, if you use a hashtag or if you post links and stuff like that, people are like, oh, you delete comments, but no, YouTube automatically holds all that stuff. So I have to go into like a tab and look through it to see if there's actually something there. But typically it's just somebody that's posting links. You can't post links. YouTube doesn't like that. I mean, within their right, I guess. Love Chat seems to get away with it, or Sexy HD, or whatever they're called. All right, let's power up a second Flareon for fun. See if we can get away with something cheeky. All right, Mewtwo, see you later. 300 damage, so we could have knocked him out had we hit him from full HP. I mean, it's still pretty close. Still close. We need the double turbo energy basically to win this, I think. Maybe. The Pit Viper deck. Yeah, if we I think with the Mewtwo, we probably beat this deck more than not. If he played the standard version, we'd have a very hard time because we'd have to knock out an additional Pokemon. Scoop up net. Does it just not show how many cards they have in their hand anymore because there's so many? Interesting. Flareon, no. 11 energies on that Lunatone. Wow. Yeah, the links in the live chat, you would think that you'd need, like, I don't know, there might be like permissions that only like mods can post links or something. That way you don't get like random stuff. But I mean, it's not even, I guess it's not technically a link because it's got a space. All right, we are at an hour and a half. We'll do somewhere around 30 more minutes. Then I'm going to hop off for a bite to eat. And then it's happy hour time. Pretty excited for that. Always a good time. Always fun times with friends. We got a more different person here. Cream Ches. They do not have sunglasses on. Interesting. Somehow avoided the glitch. Yeah, the rock deck is kind of boring. But that's what happens. It's new. It must be somewhat strong if everyone was hyping it, other than the fact that I guess in terms of the content creators might have nothing better to do with like the Pogo set. You gotta try to make something work, right? I'm gonna say that it's probably not as strong as the Reggie deck, if I had to guess, but we got a Capture Energy, we got a Lucky Energy, we got a Heat Energy. I guess we just, yeah, I'd really like to Capture Energy, but I think we just Heat Energy, because if we get a double turbo next turn, then we can attack. I guess we don't. We need a double turbo and a Flareon VSTAR. So we should have Capture Energied. Got an Arceus on the board, I guess. One of those exceptions. Jax, TCG Corner, what's going on? Yeah, post a verification code to enter live chat. Or, I mean, just like, even on their end, if they can just have it so that if anyone types love chat or HD, whatever, then it automatically gets blocked. If it's the same sites that are doing it, you can just, anytime they post any variation of the website, you can just auto block it, auto ban it, or have like a separate report feature for it or something. But if they're just generating new accounts over and over again, I guess. All right, this is not good. This is absolutely not good. We might be bricking here, guys. And there's a Suicune that is staring down the sights. Gonna mess us up. We need to turn into a Flareon VMAX here real quick. What's in the Gatorade bottle? Just water. Gotta hydrate before happy hour. Billy was here. Apparently all the beaches were closed and or at max capacity, so they did not go to the beach. And apparently it's my fault. Also, she was very upset to find out that you had a wrench next to your name. But yeah, so I don't know. They're driving around. Maybe they're heading back. I don't know what they're doing. Not totally sure. Yeah, the spam bots too are pretty wild. Like, just is anyone ever like, if something's saying Telegram you won, it can't be that hard to make sure that you're auto flagging that stuff. No idea how long this is gonna take to go public, or I guess out of beta. It's forever beta, just like Liquid Marketplace. Yeah. There's been no word on it. It's been quite a while, and it seems like there's not a lot of progress being made on it. So your guess is as good as mine. I kind of hope that they're revamping the whole thing, and that's why they haven't said anything about it. But we'll see, I guess. Okay, we are brooking to oblivion. We're gonna Scorching Column this Suicune. If it gets to attack us, we're pretty much we're done, son. Little tails action on the coin flip. We got the burnt Suicune. We got the Arceus V. We do not want to take double damage from this Suicune. Boop. Do-do-do-do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was gonna say we are not going down, but we're going down. That's just the number of Pokemon he needs in order to knock out our poor little Fireplace Flareon. No, unfortunately it's not Prime. Alright, so we are all kinds of in trouble as we Trinity charge ourselves here so that we have 3 energies. Yeah, the 2x damage for weakness is a little wild. It's pretty much like auto loss if you go up against something that you're weak against. Not always, but I get that it kind of helps in terms of like balancing. If something's super OP, then maybe people can at least play something that's going to do double damage to it and counter it, but in general, when you're just casually playing, if you go up against, like with the Flareon deck here, if you're going up against water, you're definitely in trouble. There's our Flareon VMAX that we needed. All right, we're not good. We're not good. We're not going to be all right. We can Power Edge, but then we don't have any Pokemon left after our Arceus V goes down. Assuming that they have another water energy, which, you know, the odds of them not. There's a Flareon that, too bad we can't put it on the bench right now. That fire effect is so good. I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not. Weakness guard. Yeah. The thing is, it sucks about like weakness guard is just like running it against all the decks that you're not weak against. to have TMs of something. That'd be interesting. I don't know how they would implement like TMs or HMs or stuff like that. I guess they have those. What are the tool cards that allow you to like do different attacks? Those are kind of like that. They didn't see much use, but was it the like scroll of the wiener dog or whatever? I think it was the scroll of the like the single strike and whatever. Those had attacks on them. I think there were some other tools that you could attach. Maybe in Sun and Moon era. And then the break card's kind of the same thing. Cool concept. Cool little swap up. Yeah, it'd be cool if the type of the attack was different than the Pokemon's attack, so you could hit something for weakness using those, but... Alright, so this is another thing too. Oftentimes, I'm sure it's not actually searching for a game. It just kind of locks itself up. You have to hit cancel and search again. Blissey had that issue for the longest time. He couldn't actually just play a game. I don't know how he resolved it, but yeah, it breaks. It breaks sometimes. It could also be the fact that there's no one playing right now, especially if it's trying to match you with someone at a similar skill level, I guess. If it's only people in Canada and certain times of day. Never know. You never know. Depending on how long this one goes, it might be the last game. We might be able to squeak one more in after that, but regardless, again, I'll be on the Discord for happy hour an hour after we end. If you guys want to hang out, you are very welcome to do so. Usually end up, people are on there opening packs. We have a drink. Talk about what we're doing, what we got. If there's anything you want to show off, feel free to do that. Dance moves during the wait, during the loading screens, during the searching for opponent screens. Could the like Sword and Shield battle music for the dance though. PTCGL music isn't quite dance worthy. All right, this is not great. But okay, at least we have two Pokemon this time. We can power up our Flareon. We got the Kyogre from Celebrations and Volcarona. Not entirely sure what the heck we're playing against, but we're playing against it. Elemental Chain, that's kind of cool. We got the Kyogres to the extreme. You guys asked for one prize decks, and that's what we're seeing. With the exception of the Volcarona, I guess. It's going to come in and do 1 billion damage with Surging Flames. Okay. Mostly a little bit concerned that... I guess they're probably not going to be using Surf, right? They're just gonna Aqua Storm me, which is less concerning because it does don't apply weakness. Don't apply weakness, guys. All right, we're powering up. Trinity Charge. We got a fully powered up Flareon here. We don't have the option of putting one of the energies onto a second Flareon because we don't have one, but it's not too bad. we can at least 130 the Kyogres. If we can't turn into an Arceus V-Star, so that's a bonus, right? They hit 2 times the bench Pokemon, so if we just don't bench another Pokemon, we're probably safe. Unless they surf us. I guess the surf is only going to do 240 anyway, right? If it hits our Flareons for weakness. Okay. Aqua Storm. He's going to Aqua Storm our... Am I missing something? How did that do? Oh, it does 50 damage for each card that you discarded. Okay. Alright. I really wish I had a Flareon VMAX here, but we don't. At least he's going to survive another round. We're going to burn him, and then he's going to go down from that, I guess. That's okay. And then hopefully we get a Flareon VMAX. Although I don't think it really matters. I guess other than the fact that the Volcarona is going to do 1 billion damage. We just got to make sure we have something on the bench for when the Volcarona tosses everything back in, right? Okay, alright. I think we're going to be okay. Hopefully, that's the thing too. We can't survive a surf. We cannot survive a surf. I wonder how many fire energies they have in their deck. No! Okay, so I think we're going to heat energy onto our Flareon because we want the extra HP, even though a surf still knocks us out. We need to survive until we get a Flareon VMAX. Oh my god, the bots! The bots! Alright, we got one. Love chat, get out of here. Yeah, the bots are real tonight. I usually get the comment bots, the prize giveaway comment bots. They use your avatar, your profile picture, and then tell everyone to telegram them, but uh-oh. The Volcarona gonna come in and smack us right in the buns. This would be nice to have a boss's orders right now so we could get rid of the Volcarona. But no such luck. I think now where the Volcarona is pumped up, we need to put something on the bench. So inspect board, inspect hand. We want you. Done. Okay. We got to put something on the bench so that we don't get knocked out by the Volcarona and lose the game. Not exactly what I want to do, but what we got to do. I should have attached an energy there to the Arceus, but it's okay. How many energy do I have in the discard? 13. It's only basic energy, I think, right? 12. Volcarona's getting ready to pump us. This is stressful, guys. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Oh my goodness. Alright, we can Starbirth. Not a big deal if and I guess we'll take that out of there just in case we need to hit that guy for a lot of damage. We don't want to lose for that reason. Alright, Kyogre down. How many they got there now? Ooh, our Arceus V-STAR is not going to do enough damage to knock out the Volcarona though, so maybe we should have put a Flareon on the bench. It would have lived with 10 HP. I think we messed up. Guys. We messed up. Because now he's going to be able to retreat the Volcarona, attach with the Kyogre. Or attack with the Kyogre, rather. We screwed up. Doodle-doo. Or we could have put the Arceus in the active, and then we would have been like powering up the Flareon. It's good. We're gonna lose another close one, but you know what? It happens. It's gonna be all right. We learned our lesson. Don't mess with the fish. I really like the artwork on that card, though. For what it's worth, very cool Team Aqua card. Hopefully he doesn't have an energy. Can't retreat the Volcarona. No, there it is. We lose, guys. We lose. Firefluff for the loss. There's no way he doesn't retreat, right? Yeah, there it is. They're just rubbing it in at this point, guys. They're just rubbing it in. Yeah, that would be super inexpensive. The Kyogre, you get like, what? Are one of you guys playing against me right now and messing with me? Not cool if you are. I mean, we can't bench the Arceus. We have no way to pick up the Arceus. We have no way to bench the Arceus. We're in trouble. They decided to not end the game for some reason. I guess. Whether or not this is one of you guys, different story. Are we getting stream sniped right now? It's weird that it also doesn't show the username of the person I'm playing against. There's the surf. Oh no, my Arceus. It would be pretty funny. It'd be cool to actually do this with you guys, but that's kind of the other downside of PTCGL is the fact that everyone doesn't have access to it. I don't expect people to like download a VPN and get their account switched over just for the sake of playing some games, but once it's all on the same thing, we can definitely look into doing something like that, whether it's just over the Discord or I can maybe make the deck on PTCGO and do something like that. Maybe with the Zoroark deck I'll have to make it on PTCGO, although it might be a little tough to make off the start, especially with a fresh account where I don't really have much to trade and I would need all of the cards, but you never know. All right, let's collect our prizes. Then we're going to call it. I'm going to go eat, and then we're going to hop onto Discord for the happy hour. I know you guys are all going to be there hanging out. I don't know if live's ever coming out, guys. I have my doubts. All right, what do we get for rewards for all our hard work today? We got 25 coins. Sweet. We can buy some coins and sleeves and crap. We got 70 tablet things. We got a Charizard V-Star. I don't know why, but we did. And that's our fourth one, so we can play Charizard V-Star. We get 3 packs. All right. So for anyone that hasn't seen it, you don't get a full pack of Pokemon cards because that would be weird. You get a weird half pack. They don't want to make it like opening an actual pack. You also have to put them face down, spread out, and look at them one at a time. What am I gonna eat? That's a good question. I haven't thought it through yet. Uh-oh, Naked HG is back. Alright. We got an Electrode, a Suian Electrode, a Stantler, and a Beedrill. Okay. That's somehow our first Beedrill. We'll take it, I guess. Naked is back for vengeance. Dewat, Hootoo, and a Gallade holographic. Pretty neat. So yeah, here's where, like, if you have duplicates of stuff, it gives you dust and all that fun stuff. We got some tokens. We got the premium pass is bugged again, apparently. So like there's another bug. For some reason, the premium pass, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be not that long, but maybe it is. It goes until the next set. I don't know. Sometimes these numbers are wonky and they're all over the place. But yeah, stuff like that. Our sunglasses are still on. Thanks guys for tuning in here. And I'll see you in the happy hour if you're around. If not, try to make it to some of those. They're pretty cool. Join the Discord. To be in the happy hour, I guess you would have to do that. But yeah. See you guys next time. Bye.